my video vlog. Almost sounds like hog, but it's a vlog. Let's go. Okay, Naruto. Is it the best anime out? No, it's not. Is it the worst anime ever made? Far from that. Far from that, my friends. Just like any other anime, it has its pros and it has its cons. And I'm sure we all have our many different reasons why we like to watch the show. For me, I like the aspect of how the show has so many different characters, and that it takes the time for you to get to know these characters on an individual level at one point. They do a good job of bringing you into a character's background so you can see, oh well, that character went through that, or this character was pretty much a badass back then, or no wonder this character thinks the way he or she does, because you get to see all their hardships, and that really emotionally gets you connected with that character. Just like they did with Neji, Rock Lee, Asama, Jiraiya, Ichi, and so on. They do a great job of getting you emotionally connected with these characters, and if one of them were to die, you actually do feel something. Now, as far as Naruto, the main character himself, what can I say? It's pretty much set in stone. They're going with this whole prophecy thing, so, I mean, you know, I don't really have to worry about that character. Now that they pretty much gave you the end of the story, because usually these prophecies come true, why should I even worry about that stuff? He's going to be this super powerful character. So this brings me back to a lot of the side characters. I'm really interested to see how they develop. I like to see more spotlight on these side characters because, frankly, a lot of them have a lot more interesting backgrounds that I like to dig into a lot more. For example, back to Neji. It's like you got to see where he felt like a second-class citizen and shunned by the rest of the people in his clan. You understand where all his bitterness and his hatred came from, and you see where he wants to prove himself. They did a great job with that character, and I like to see him grow more. Rock Lee, a character who busted his ass far more than Naruto ever could and beyond. And you see the emotion that comes from Rock Lee when he sees that he trains so hard, and he sees a guy like Sasuke who only needs to look at somebody's jutsu to be able to accomplish that, and Rock Lee has to train harder and beyond anybody in that village to be the best that he can be. And you really see that hardship come out of this character, and I really like him because he's like that little engine that could. He just pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes, and I hope he gets a great reward for all his hard work, because he works harder than anybody else. Hell, some of the logic that Pain was spewing out for his reasons on wanting to destroy the village kind of made sense when you look from it from his standpoint, though it was crazy. At least they gave you a little idea of what he was thinking. Senkomaru is a damn good character, and they had an awesome episode when he actually took out freaking Haiden by his freaking self. By himself. Everything was planned out to a T. He had all that ready to go. They need to do some more with that freaking character and don't make him fall off, because it looks like they're starting to do that and it's starting to piss me off. Senkomaru kicks ass. Back to Naruto. I mean, once again, he has a freaking demon in him that he gets powered from. His dad was the freaking 4th Hokage. His mom has some type of special chakra, so who knows if that's going to come in development later. I just think that Naruto pretty much has everything there for him. He has so much great stuff going for him, but these other characters have to have so much stuff that they have to fight through to become the best. I mean, what can I say? So it's obvious, I like a lot of the side characters from the show. Their movies, they're big movies. They need to step up their game on these, because Will of Fire was a piece of trash in my opinion. I could not stand that movie. It was just garbage to me. It doesn't make sense. You telling me after everything Naruto did for the Sand Village and saving their freaking Kaze and everything, saving Gaara, basically giving some of his life force to bring him back to life, you tell me all of a sudden he wants to go to war with the Leaf, the Sand Village, just out the blue, knowing that is a freaking enemy that's doing this to all the villages. It's like, it's not the freaking Leaf's fault. They want to go to war with the freaking Leaf and bring all these freaking arsenal of freaking cowpoats and all this crap and just attack the Leaf village? Well, hearing them out, it doesn't make sense. That was really stupid. And all of a sudden, this guy wants to come over there, and I want to take freaking Kinkashi's freaking blood freaking jutsu, Sharingan, whatever. He wants that, and it's not really Kinkashi. He should have went after freaking Sasuke, who actually has the freaking blood trait. Jutsu. Why would you not go after like Sasuke? And Kakashi only has the eye. He doesn't have the body, the stamina. He doesn't have the freaking Uchiha bloodline in him. It was stupid. If this company is going to make movies about the show, take the time to actually make a good movie and just don't throw a bunch of freaking crap on a plate and serve it up to us fans. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. But again, believe me, Naruto isn't the only realm that has made crappy movies for fans. Let's just be real. They also need to iron out Sasuke a little bit more because he's really becoming kind of a confusing character. But at the same time, I can understand where he's coming from. The Leaf Village had your brother kill your entire family and took the blame for it himself. He was told to do this, and they made him a freaking traitor, murderer. He even killed kids. The Leaf Village had this done. Now you telling me you don't understand why Sasuke isn't ticked off? I totally understand his mindset on her. I don't care if his brother did it to protect the village because he loved the village so much. They could have thought of a better way to handle this situation rather than killing an entire group of people. Massive genocide. Not cool. That's crazy. There's no justifying that. Even though Sasuke's character is a little confusing and out there, I have to admit, he is a badass. I mean, he's over there fighting Kages and tail beasts and all this stuff, though he did get roughed up by Killer B. I mean, Killer B is a badass too, man. Killer B is a badass. But Sasuke, you know, he's always trying to better himself. He's beating people by any means necessary to gain power, to get revenge. And, you know, if I lost my mom and dad and everything else like that, and just so this entire village can be happy, though they could have thought of a better way to handle that situation, yes, I'll be ready to put my foot up somebody's ass. Somebody's going down. I'm glad he got Danzo's ass. But anyway, this is pretty much my video. I hope y'all get a general understanding of what I'm talking about. So, if you like the show, cool. If you don't, hey, can't please everybody. Good example of a good show that I always liked was Cowboy Bebop. Now that had great elements to it. Got you into these characters. You really cared about what they were doing. They all had their secret past. And when one of them got hurt, you were really concerned. That's a good way of bringing you into a show emotionally, because Spike was a badass character, and how the last episode went out, it just totally took me by, like, wow, you rarely see that stuff, and it was done well. But anyway, I'm out. Take it easy. Get down and stop fighting over freaking who likes this and who don't like this and this is the best. It's pointless. It all comes down to a matter of opinion, and that's the bottom line, because For the Big Time Said So. And that was real corny. I'm going.